So what is cancer? Cancer is the uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells in the body and develops when the body's normal control mechanisms stop working. What causes these mechanisms to stop working? Well, generally it's caused by a mutation to the DNA within the cell. The DNA is packaged in large numbers and has individual genes which control the instructions of what a cell is to perform. That includes the growth and division. And if mutated, cancer can occur. So why does this happen? Well, usually it's caused by things which are not inherited. They come after birth, things such as smoking, viruses, radiation, obesity, hormones, chronic inflammation, and even lack of exercise. And what's going to occur when these are then mutated? We can expect such things as rapid cell division and cell growth, even of cells that should be dead but do not die due to the mutation in their DNA. The other thing that can happen is due to gene mutations, the cell is not told appropriately when to stop. So it's allowed to grow, but then also never told to stop and continues to go. So cancers here in general can be divided into 6 broad categories based on the cell type where they begin. A carcinoma would be considered a cancer which developed originally in the epithelial cells of the skin and organs. A sarcoma originally would have developed within bones, muscles, and other tissues. Leukemia develops within the white blood cells, which are produced in the bone marrow. And then myelomas are cancers of plasma cells. And the lymphomas are cancers of our immune system cells, generally found in the leukocytes that are traveling throughout the lymphatic system. Then we can broadly just say there are mixed combinations of these types, which would be several different cells at the same time have been mutated. So in this video, I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into what lymphomas are and hopefully help you understand the basics of how this begins. Lymphomas are just like any other cancer. They are going to begin when cells of their specific system grow in rapid numbers, and in this case it will be the lymphocytes, which can be found in lymph nodes, the spleen, thymus, bone marrow, and even other parts of the body. These lymphocytes are classified into 2 broad groups by T cells and B cells, performing vital functions for bodily health and can be found in great numbers within the lymph nodes, inactivated, waiting to be activated to then go and fight. Within cancers, though, these cells are going to rapidly divide. They build up in the nodes and can cause large abnormal tumors within the armpits, the neck, and the groin. So to dive a little bit deeper into these lymphomas, they then break the lymphomas into 2 major categories. That includes the Hodgkin's lymphoma and the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. These 2 types are then broken into several subtypes. Hodgkin's lymphoma was originally discovered by Thomas Hodgkins, thus the name Hodgkin's, and is broken into 2 broad categories: classical Hodgkin's lymphomas and nodular lymphocyte predominant Hodgkin's lymphomas, which are when abnormal B cells develop. Non-Hodgkin's lymphomas are broken into low-grade versus high-grade lymphomas. High-grade are large amounts of B cells and rapidly divide. Low-grade is a little bit slower, happens over time, and is in the follicular cells. What we find that's pretty unique within Hodgkin's lymphoma, which I want to then discuss later throughout this presentation, is that B cells are going to cause the abnormality, and as well we see a specific type of cell within the histology called a Reed-Sternberg cell. These are the differences between the lymphomas. Hopefully this has been helpful.